So as I was eating lunch today, I was thinking to myself, as the official titled, people got together and voted on this. I don't know if you saw it, but PewDiePie posted about a week ago. As they officially voted in King of Crypto, I was thinking to myself, man, my opinion and who I listen to carries a lot of value. And people ask me all the time, Alex, who do you listen to? Where do you get your advice from? What are your sources of this golden information that allows you to constantly always pick the right coin? In fact, coins don't even go up and down based on anything in the marketplace. They go up and down because I say so. That's the benefit of being the king of crypto. Have you seen what Elon Musk does when he tweets stuff, how it goes up and down? You wait. You wait till I tweet about a coin. But that being said, back to the subject. On top of the number one question I get being like, Alex, can you send me a picture of you with your shirt off? No, your brain would explode. But the second biggest question I get, as the most woke, official crypto king, billionaire, most woke, empty house business advice guy with a great bod who's also PG and family friendly, the second question I get is, Alex, where do you get your crypto information? And no jokes and high yucks aside, we got those in. Did you get your intro in? I got my intro in too. Let's get down to business. Being fully transparent, almost every good crypto pick actually all of them, I have gotten from other people. All the information I know about crypto, I've gotten from other people. And while I am capable of researching my own coins, and I don't take every coin that every other person says, I really would not have had any of the gains that I've had in this marketplace, which are a lot. I've nearly tripled my net worth since March last year. And it wasn't that bad beforehand, but everything I've gotten is from information sources, primarily on YouTube, and then through a few friends I know have been investing for a very long time. And in crypto, when you first get into it, you are super skeptical of YouTubers because usually YouTubers are full of nonsense. I get it. When I first got into this, I ignored so many great calls on YouTube because I didn't know who to trust on YouTube and who to listen to. So what I'm going to do on this video is basically share with you everyone I've subscribed to and listened to, but also more importantly, it's really important to understand where YouTubers excel. Certain YouTubers are really good for certain different things. Some are better for getting news from, some are really good for technical analysis, some are really good for coin calls, some are really good for just general information and hey, this is what's happening in the marketplace and I want to share this with you. And guys, also before we get into this, the crypto community loves its drama. It's a bunch of guys who like to fight like 15-year-old girls in high school. I'm a SaaS CEO. That's where I make most of my money. I don't have time for this crap. So just let's get one thing straight. If I do not mention your favorite crypto channel and you're like, oh, Alex, you didn't mention it, I don't care. Okay? If I don't mention someone, it doesn't mean I don't think their channel is good. It doesn't mean I think their channel is bad. It doesn't mean anything. It means literally nothing. It means I maybe don't watch the channel or I just didn't put them on this list for absolutely no reason at all. So if you want to go tag your favorite YouTuber and be like, Becker didn't put you on his tier list. You should make a hate video, and they do, or something like that happens, I'm just not going to respond at all because I don't give a fuck. Okay? So that's it. That also being said, if you want to see like the best news and best things that are going on, follow me at CSS Becker on Twitter, because anything that I think is relevant and that I use as information, I usually share there. I also make great troll posts, and my meme jokes are on point. So it's extremely important you do that. Let's get into it. Okay, guys, so we're just going to go from this in no particular order, and we're just going to start from the top. So the first person on the list that I would really suggest following is JRNY Crypto. Why? Like the guy, this is not a dig. He's extremely boring and just straightforward with exactly what he thinks is going to happen in the crypto market, and he is consistently right. There's a few channels on here that I usually take coin tips from, and JRNY is consistently extremely right. He's conservative about what he's doing, and he has a very, very good firm thumb on the pulse of the market. He's just consistently right. That's the main reason I follow him. His channel is not particularly entertaining. It gives really good news updates. He's always telling you exactly what he thinks is about to happen. He's going and backing up everything that's going to happen with news and giving really reasonable predictions on what's going to happen. And so these are just nice conservative predictions that consistently work. I have made so much money following this channel. That's really all I have to say about it. That is how I use his channel. I look at it for crypto news and his interpretation of crypto news, and then I always check what tokens he's looking into and what he thinks is going to happen. I've made so much money on SPI. I've made a ton of money on Avalanche. I've made a ton of money on STMX or SMTX, whatever way it's pronounced. I've made money on Litecoin. I've made money on Engine. I've made a lot of money watching this channel. okay? So am I saying you should invest in everything he tells you to invest in? No, you need to do your research. I don't invest in everything he tells me to invest in either. However, I do research into the coins. He's introduced me to so many of my favorite coins, like Engine being one of them, and Shopping.io being one of them. I got hit shopping from another YouTuber, but that's basically how I would suggest it. Again, I'm not telling you to ever buy and completely follow what any YouTuber buys, but nice conservative predictions. Another favorite channel of mine is Lark Davis. So the reason why I like Lark is he's just really in tune with the market and news. He's kind of like the older brother who's been through all this, and whenever you're panicking or you're just looking for explanations of what things are, especially if you're a crypto beginner, he has a really good channel. Yeah, there's a few times where he talks about coins that he thinks are going to go up, but he's introduced me to a lot of my favorite coins like BMI, and he has a really just good, calm, a positive outlook on the market without being exceptional. He has made some really large price claims, but he also admits this is a little bit hopium. And so overall, I just enjoy Lark's channel. And whenever I'm kind of looking to like kind of see what am I looking in the market and trying to understand what I'm looking at, he usually makes a video like clockwork, and it answers a lot of my questions. So I really like Lark's channel. He's super positive, fun to watch. It's a great channel. DataDash is another really good channel of mine. He consistently makes a lot of good calls, and I really kind of put him up there with JRNY because whenever something's happening in the marketplace, what I like to do is I really go through all these channels and get all of their opinions, and then I come to my own opinion. I don't go and base my opinion off of just whatever's going on. But he gives really good opinions, and also I feel whenever the market's down and something is getting messy or something's getting sloppy or things are getting a little bit too excited, he just gives really, really balanced views on it, just down-to-earth, conservative views without being hyperbolic. And so I like this channel a lot. I go and get news and look at the news and his takes on things. I use it to make a lot of my decisions. And he's really, really good in the DeFi space with his predictions and what's happening and what's going to be going on over there. So I really like his picks a lot of times, and just an overall great channel to watch. Benjamin Cohen, again, probably the least entertaining channel of them all, but that's not important. He has probably the best technical analysis while still being extremely reasonable and down to earth. If you notice, whenever I'm watching channels, I'm always going to be focusing on the ones that are down to earth and conservative, because the worst thing you can do in this market is be over-optimistic. There is more than enough hopium and over-optimism going around to feed you. You don't need any of that from who you're getting information from. You need a nice, healthy dose of reality. I'm not going to come to Benjamin's channel to get like some sweet, elite, ultra-low picks. Come to his channel to really get a good, sound technical analysis of what's going on and see what is reasonable to expect with the coins I'm investing in. Okay, so he's really, really good at just giving you, hey, look, Cardano's probably not going to $25 this bull run. Here's exactly where the most likely peak is going to be based on a technical analysis, and he's going to give you clear technical analysis that is easy to understand and not based on hyperbole. If you go to any other channel where they're doing technical analysis, or at least some of them, it's a mess. It's like watching some crazy world-class chef throwing salad and cheese everywhere and chopping stuff up and lighting stuff on fire. You ever been to one of those restaurants where they're throwing around the rice and all the sushi and stuff in front of you and lighting it on fire? That's not what I'm looking for in my technical analysis. I want someone to sit down and explain to me what we're looking at in the charts, what's happening, where the bull market's going, and give me the negative outlooks as well as the positive outlooks, and I want to get controlled positive outlooks. So a lot of times when the market's down, it's moving around, or I'm trying to make predictions on where they get in and out in coins, I'm going to look at his analysis on what's happening, and I use that to weigh back and forth what's going to happen. Also, when Benjamin particularly is bullish on something, that's when I'm going to be probably a little bit more confident in it, because again, I'm going to look at like JRNY and DataDash and a few other people on here's calls, Sheldon's, and I'm going to look if they're all bullish, and usually he's going to be the last one to be throwing out this thing's going up 100% or whatever. He's never going to say that, but when he's bullish consistently on something, that's when I'm really going to kind of perk my ears up, because he doesn't just throw it out there, and he's actually super conservative on everything he does. So if he's saying, hey, I feel good about this, that's when every other channel is like, dude, it's going to 5 million zillion. Yeah, I don't listen to the hyperbole. I listen to the nice conservative, hey, I have a good feeling about this. Okay, so Sheldon is another one of mine. The one thing, there's a few times on here, I'm just going to be straightforward, where Sheldon has done some 1000x altcoin videos. Okay, he's definitely done it. But the difference between Sheldon's altcoin videos and everyone else's is his altcoins always seem to keep going up after. He picked shopping.io, he picked Bird Money, he picked Chain Games, he picked so many coins that have skyrocketed after his initial video that I can't really tell him that I don't think he should do it, because every single time he picks these low cap alts, granted a lot of low cap alts go up big time, he's consistently extremely right. So while I'm not particularly a fan of people making the altcoin videos, which he doesn't do very often, he does it very rarely, okay? If you're seeing a person making 1,000x, 10,000x altcoin video 3 to 5 times a week or talking about microcaps all the time, no, okay? But his altcoin picks are always so damn good. And I'm also in his newsletter, and he is just consistently always spot on with his trades, moving from Ethereum into ADA, then moving ADA back into he just gets his trades extremely right, and I've made a lot of money from Sheldon's picks. And when he actually picks altcoins, he does a ton of research on them. I was super skeptical of his altcoin picks early on, and if I just shut up and bought the altcoins that he picked, even though I like them, like, for example, I think he picked Chain Games when it was at, like, let's look at the 1 year on this, when it was, like, right here at 18 cents, and I got on this pump right here and dumped it. Okay, yeah, it was at, like, 1 cent. And so I got on this pump right here and dumped it, and then it did that, okay? And now it's done this. Okay, and Sheldon didn't have, he actually made a video right here on this. But, I mean, he consistently has picked ones like this, and if I just shut up and be like, all right, look, maybe I should hold on to these a little bit longer instead of dumping them, I would have made even, it's like so much comical amounts of money. Sheldon picks really damn good altcoins, and he makes really good calls in the market, and he usually is very, he's usually very down to earth with his calls, and so I really like this channel. Okay, so my friend Greg here at Dapp University, he is an Ethereum expert. You guys know my opinion on Ethereum, but I'm also pretty optimistic because Greg likes it as a ton. He's a developer, and the reason why I'll come to his channel is, look, Ethereum is by far the most important technology in crypto right now, and he gives really, really, really good insights on what's going on in Ethereum, how it's working. And if you're actually looking for a non-hype, an actual technical-based view on what's going on in Ethereum, he is by far the best on YouTube. And look, I really like ADA, everybody knows this, but also I hold a lot of Ethereum. And that's because Ethereum, when it works out its scaling issues, could be the biggest thing since forever. And more importantly, it's a technology that everything is going to run on. And just from a technology perspective, since I'm a tech entrepreneur, I like to know what's going on with this. And he's by far the best on YouTube. So for Ethereum hot takes, you should be, if you invest a lot in Ethereum, you want to know what's going on in Ethereum, you need to be following Greg. So digital asset news is actually one where I've gotten a lot of my best picks from too. But these are like, so like Sheldon's going to give you like the big sexy picks. Okay, JRNY is going to give you like the hot takes that you can invest in the month and get in and out of. Digital asset news, Dan, who's also a friend of mine, I've been on his channel. He picks just really good long-term investment picks. He's just consistently right about them. I got into Theta at $2 because of him. I got into Voyager at 50 cents. I've made, you can look at where Theta is right now. You can look at where Voyager is right now. Voyager's a little down, but I'm still up like, I don't even know, 10, 15x on it. Don't ask me to do math. And so I like to come to Dan's channel because he gives super duper conservative, like, hey, look, let's be real about where this is going. And he's also all in crypto, so I'm very much in on crypto too, but I like to stick to conservative stuff as well. Okay, and so I come to him from the news and really good consistent investing picks. So with his channel, you're not going to see him throwing out a new coin every single month. And so when Dan gets behind something, I usually really, really look into it and will usually invest because he's not looking to make these big high-risk trades. He's looking to invest in dollar cost average to make money over time, which is not the sexiest thing on earth. But when you're in crypto, you don't want to be focused on the sexy things. You need to be looking at the smart investments. So like Theta, something incredible to get in on, and I wouldn't have even known how to get into it because it was actually really hard to trade into. And I made a nice, juicy 6x ROI on Theta just because of his call. So I really, really, really like this channel too. It's one of my original favorite channels, and it worked great. Okay, so Hisoshi, same exact thing with Greg right here. Really, really good Cardano developer, really up on the tech, and just has a really, really good sound understanding of what the actual tech is doing in the marketplace. And the reason why you want to understand what tech is doing in crypto is because a lot of times, look, if you're looking at the news and Twitter and everything that's going on, it's a lot of hype driven and a lot of it's based on, again, like I just said, the news. that's like looking at the waves on top of the ocean, but underneath the ocean of crypto, there's a lot of tech going on. And if you understand what's going on the tech side and what the developers are looking at, you're likely going to see where the news is going to be going here pretty soon. Also, if you understand the tech that's going on, you can actually make accurate predictions on what's going to happen. One of the reasons why I hold a lot of ADA, still own a lot of Ethereum, because I'm not a tech master, but I can code up video games, I can write C# and Java just fine. And so I have enough understanding of code and tech to at least understand what the developers are talking about. And because of that, I can look at how the technology is plugging in together, and I can at least make estimates on what I think is going to be fixed, what's not going to be fixed, and more so I can make timelines on the dev roadmaps and predictions on how I think the developers are going to behave. And that really helps me also look into the future of coins. Okay? And to make really good predictions tying into this, I come to people like Hisoshi and Greg for their calls on the tech. Having good developers talking about the projects and talking about the underlying tech, the underlying flows underneath the ocean is, I feel, incredibly important for being early to things and understanding, what things are going to pop off in the future. Okay? The final channel I'm going to talk about is Coin Bureau. One guy is just super entertaining, okay? He probably has the best presentation involved all of cryptocurrency. The other thing too is he has just a nice, down-to-earth, and super detailed explanation and well-researched video on everything he talks about. If you want to really learn about crypto as a beginner and you really want to get it, all right, a lot of these channels right here are mostly news channels, okay? You're talking about the technology, they all have their specialties. Coin Bureau really goes into depth on every single technology they talk about, exactly how to use wallets, how to get in on certain dexes, what certain coins do, what certain companies do, what the tech behind them does, the pros, the cons. It is by far the most detailed videos if you want to get really solid understandings of the flaws of cryptocurrency, the pros of it, why things are going to be going on in the future. He gives very down-to-earth, both well-weighed opinions. It's an amazing channel for learning about crypto overall, and so that's how you want to use that channel. So again, just wrapping it all up, any channels I haven't mentioned, it's either because I don't watch them or I've seen a few behaviors that I can't honestly suggest to channels because I've been hurt by certain pump and dumps. I've been way too excited about prices when I didn't understand the market caps, and I've also been completely terrified by theatrics on some of the channels, and so I just can't sit down and look my viewers in the eye and say, this is where you should get information from. And I mean that in the most undramatic, there's a lot of channels I really like that I didn't put on this list. So if you are a person who has a channel and I didn't put you on this list, there's probably a really good chance I like your channel and I like you. So please don't take it the wrong way. Just leave it at that. This is not me doing who you should listen to and who you should not listen to. This is just the channels I think are most consistent and where I get my most consistent, easy, low-risk info from. So that's it, guys. I just wanted to share this with you so that you guys know where I get my information from. I might actually do a Twitter list if you guys want that, because Twitter is where all the news drops first, and it's really, if you're not really deep in crypto Twitter, you're missing out on a lot, and I might make a list on that. So I wanted to make this list because I can't take credit for all the good calls I've made. I wouldn't have done anything without all these channels and a lot of their insights and help, and I've talked to a lot of these YouTubers, and they've helped me out a whole lot, and so I just have to give credit where credit's due. Almost everything you see me spew on this channel has come from a combination of these channels, and I'm just sharing what I learned as a beginner from these channels with you, with my own little entrepreneur flair. So, and on top of that, most of all, follow me at CSS Becker on Twitter. It's a great place to be. I give away NFTs. I share a lot of my coin picks that I'm doing, and I also am extremely rude to people and troll a lot. So you should, if you like that, it's a great place to be. Other than that, catch you next time.